Hello everyone, welcome to Java Programming by DP Learning. So in today's lecture, we will learn about Java buzzwords. So what are these buzzwords? Okay, there are different buzzwords. There are total 11 buzzwords, which are simple, object-oriented, distributed, architecture-neutral, secure, robust, portable, interpreted, high performance, multi-threaded, and dynamic. So let's cover through each of them one by one in detail. First is simple. Actually, Java is designed as close to the C++. Java developers wanted to build a system that could be programmed easily without a lot of esoteric training. So they designed Java as close as possible to C++. It inherits its syntax from C and many of the object-oriented features from C++. Also, in Java, the developers omits many rarely used, poorly understood, and confusing features of the C++, such as pointer arithmetics, header files, structures, unions, operator overloading, and virtual base class, etc. Another aspect of being simple is being small. The size of the Java program is much smaller, and one of the goals of Java is to enable the construction of the software that could be uh, standalone and small. The size of the basic interpreter and class support is about 40K. Additional libraries and effect support will hardly add another 175 KB. The next feature of Java is object-oriented. So, Java is an object-oriented language, and object-oriented design is object-oriented design is basically a technique for programming that emphasis on the data rather than of the object. Okay, so Java is object-oriented language. Next, we will talk about another feature which is distributed. So Java has an extensive library of routines for coping with the TCP/IP protocols like HTTP and FTP. That's why Java is distributed. Okay. Also, Java is designed for the distributed. Java has an extensive library of routines. Java was designed with distributed environment of internet in mind. We can create distributed applications in Java. There are RMI and EJB are used for creating distributed applications. We can also access by calling methods from any machine on internet. The next feature of Java is architecture neutral. Why Java is called architecture neutral? Because in Java is not tied to a specific machine or operating system architecture. It means the compiler generates, when you compile the source code of the Java program, it is converted into a bytecode which is executable on many processors, given the presence of the Java runtime system. That's why Java is called architecture neutral. Okay. This is a very important point. Java. Just like what is basically the intermediate. Another is secure. So Java enables the construction of virus-free, tamper-free systems. Also, Java provides the secure means of creating internet applications. In Java is a very strong security model. It is intended to be used in distributed environments. Java is also designed to make certain kinds of attacks impossible, which are overrunning of the runtime stack, which is the common attack of worms and viruses, corrupting the memory outside its processing space, and reading or writing without permission. So friends, this is a feature of security. Next feature in Java is robust. So Java is robust, strong, and healthy in simple English language. Means that could be reliable in rough and tough situations also. So Java is robust because it is intended for writing the programs that must be reliable in a number of ways. Java encourages the error-free programming by being strictly typed and performing runtime checks. Java puts a lot of emphasis on early checking for possible problems. It is a strictly typed language. Also, Java has pointer model that eliminates the possibility of overwriting memory and corrupting the data. Java does not support pointers at the user level, but yes, it supports the pointers at the lowest level. Also, due to the automatic memory management, there will no memory leak. This is the feature of Java robustness. Okay, another feature which we have is portability. So it's very important. Java is portable because the Java, as I said earlier, the Java source code is compiled in the bytecode when the Java-C compiler is used. This bytecode is saved on the disk with the file extension .class. It means when we save a class file with the name file name .java, then when we execute this using Java-C file name .java, then it is converted into a bytecode and is saved on the disk as name.class. This bytecode is platform independent code because it can be executed on several platforms. So Java thus performs the feature of write once and run anywhere. Means you can only write the source code once and it can be run anywhere. So this is Vora. Okay. Next is interpreted. Actually, interpreted language. Java is interpreted because the Java compiler generates the bytecodes rather than native machine code. So actually on a Java program, you can use the Java interpreter to execute the compiled bytecode. That means the Java interpreter can execute the Java bytecodes directly on any machine to which the interpreter has been ported. Okay, friends? This is the feature of Java interpreter. Java interpreter can execute directly on any machine to which the interpreter has been ported. Now, another feature is of Java is high performance. Java was designed to perform well on very low power CPUs. The performance of the interpreted bytecode is usually more than adequate. Java is faster than other traditional interpreted programming languages because of the just-in-time compiler. The just-in-time compiler makes the program run faster, resulting in high performance, as JIT compiler can monitor which code is executed frequently and optimize just that code for speed. So the Java bytecode is highly optimized for the speed of execution. That's why Java is called high performance. Another very important feature of Java is multi-threaded. So Java is multi-threaded programming language. What it means? It means that the Java supports multi-threaded programming, which allow us to write programs that do many different things simultaneously. Java provides integrated support for multi-threaded programming. A single Java program can have many different threads executing independently and continuously. That's why Java is called multi-threaded programming language. So the last and important feature is dynamic. So in a number of ways, Java is more dynamic language than C or C++. Java is designed to adapt to an evolving environment. Libraries can be freely added, new methods and instance variable without any effect on their client. This is an important feature in those situations in which code needs to be added at runtime. For example, the code that is downloaded from the internet to run into a browser. Okay, so friends, we have seen that these are the important points of Java programming. Hence, Java is called. These are the important buzzwords. Friends, if you like my video, please hit the like button. Also, please comment on the section box below if you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.